he can. But you know, Eddie Hearn is the promoter. He's supposed to promote and get eight of the fights that he wants. So he's supposed to say that stuff. You know,
Mm.
he's supposed to say that. But that's far from the truth, though. Far from it.
Okay, we'll switch it up a little bit. What do you think about Teofimo Lopez going against Lomachenko? You think he could dethrone Lomachenko? What does it mean for him at such a young age in his career? Like, can we put him in pound for pound rankings if he beats Lomachenko?
I'm trying to tell you, like, Teofimo has grown a lot from the amateurs. And I've seen him go from, like, one, he used to be a very, very big mover in the amateurs. People don't know that because they see him knocking guys out now, but he used to move all the time. Now he's more of putting his power on shots and knocking guys out. I feel like that's a threat to Lomachenko. You know, we've seen Lomachenko in some tough fights with who was it? Linares. I believe it was Linares and who else?
Yeah, Linares dropped him, and then I think he had a good
Sniper. Who is
performance.
Sniper? I forgot his name.
Pedraza.
Yeah, yeah. So just to see those fights, and I feel like Teofimo will get in there with those tough guys and give those guys hell. I'm really looking forward to see that fight, and I think that Lomachenko, if he underestimates that Teofimo can move very, very well, and that he's not just a young fighter who's inexperienced, then Lomachenko can have a bad night. But I'm definitely rolling with Teofimo for that fight, and you know, let the best man win. But I'm team Teofimo.
Yeah, even that 135 classic, it's so undecided because we have so much great talent. We have Lomachenko, we was talking about Teofimo Lopez, we have Devin Haney, we got Tank in the mix now, and then like they're all eventually gonna move up to 140. So it's like for me, I'm like I don't even know who's gonna reign supreme in that respective weight class. You know, it's hard to pick because it's like a pick 'em choose 'em type of fights,
You
depending
know,
on
I see. I think I've been hearing like Ryan Garcia, Devin
yeah
Haney,
Ryan Garcia.
Shakur
Yeah, correct.
Stevenson, and Tank. And out of those four fights, if I had to look out who comes out on top at the end, I'm gonna say Shakur.
Jakor. Okay.
Shakur Stevenson. And even though he's 126, um, he can fight 130. He can fight 135. And just the skill set on him, and the power and the grit, and the dude got so much hunger. It's insanity. I think that the other guys are great too, though. But I feel like Tank lacks discipline. Uh, Ryan Garcia, he's still just kind of green to me. He's really
Okay.
good, you know. He's really really good, but I feel like he's so young. He's so
Yeah.
young. And then with Devin Haney, he's also young, but I feel like Devin Haney. If I had to put it in order, it's Shakur, Devin Haney, Tank, Ryan Garcia.
Tank Ryan Garcia. It's crazy how you mentioned that because I talked to Shakur too, and now you're talking about how he could fight at 30, 35. He told me like in the future, looking at his career, he said he could fight as big as 154 if the fight is right. And I asked him about Ryan Garcia because I was reading also that Teddy Atlas, he was saying that Ryan Garcia is going to be the biggest cash cow, the future of boxing in a couple years. So I asked Shakur about that,
Okay.
and Shakur said he couldn't argue with him, because it's anybody's opinion, but he does agree that due to the following of Brian Garcia, we're not going to deny he does have a huge following on social media and whatnot. So
Look. He got a great following. He's a great kid. He has a great smile, great personality, right? But also too that people seem to forget, and I believe maybe even Teddy Atlas. You still got to fight the real fights.
yeah,
When he get and I'm not saying that he can't beat some guys, but when it comes to beating a Devin Haney, they fought 6 times in the amateurs, and Devin Haney won every time.
mm,
You know, when it like comes to fighting a Shakur Stevenson, Olympic silver medalist,
yeah,
who really, to me, was close as hell to getting gold. And I still look at his fight and I'm like, to me, you won, but he hate when I say it, so I'm going to go ahead and just keep it how it is. You
yeah,
know, but, when it comes to fighting against those kind of guys, man, like, you can have the best smile and the nicest teeth and, you know, be the greatest person, but you really got to fight those big fights.
yeah,
If who was signed with Golden Boy, if they protect him from those fights, people are not going to be so intrigued by just the nice smile and the nice personality. Like they still want to see you fight because boxing is what you're known for. So if you say you can beat a guy, you gotta get in the ring and beat him.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's what Shakur was saying. He was saying that that he thinks fighting Ryan Garcia will help him become a star because if he beats Ryan Garcia, he'll take all those followings and people will follow him as well, which made sense. Like I said, Shakur is a great fighter as well. I was asking him too. I was like, Shakur, from a scale of 1 to 10, how finished of a product are you, like in terms of if you showed your full arsenal in the game, and he told me. I told him honestly, honestly, bro. He asked me. I was like, honestly, I see like a 5 or 7. He's like, nah, not even. He's like, I think I'm gonna add a 2. I was like,
Yeah, like I got too many stories about Shakur that
yeah,
people don't know, and like, dude is an animal.
yeah,
Seriously, like he's so sweet and he got the dimples and everything, but really, like, dude is like an inside savage. Like we trained together, we freaking um had some serious talks, and I know his mindset. And honestly, his mindset is so much like mine. It's insane. He's just younger, and he's a guy, you know.
yeah,
But I'm telling you, like Shakur is he's a workaholic. You got to put him out the gym. The dude got a strong mind. You know what I mean? Like it's just a lot of things that I know about him personally, just from me and him talking, like that we both changed just in our 2 years in Pro 3. He probably been Pro 2 or 3 years, and it's so much stuff that we done talked about, and just change as far as in our fights, and me and him have conversation like, oh, for your fight, I seen you was doing this, and I seen you was doing that, and he like, oh, thanks, sis. You the only one that keep it, like you keep it real with me. You be, I'm like, yeah, and I'm not a perfect fighter either, but Corey let me know like that. But then in some fights where he hell no, sis, that's the
yeah,
one that I know he like, you punching too wide, he and we got that respect to right there. And I do need to fix this. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So he not even an arrogant dude for even how great he is. I was telling him before we went to the Olympics, like, bro, you you a phenom, and you don't even know it.
yeah.
And he like, what you mean? I'm like, bro, you gonna see what I'm talking about
Yeah, yeah. No, he's a, he's a,
when you go
he's
pro.
he's such a great kid. Like I was telling him too,
Yeah.
because he was telling me that he's already making he's made his mind up. He's moving up to 130, and I was already telling Shakur, there's 2 former Olympians that are champions, Herring and Jojo Diaz, the 2012 class, and then Shakur 2016. I would love to see that, just the class of 2012 versus the class of 2016. That'd be dope. Like he's excited about it. He's like, yeah. He's like, give me a Herring, give me Jojo Diaz, and 130 stacking up too. Like for you, like which one would you like to see him at 130? Like the big fight at 130 for him. We got Valdez, we got Miguel
Oh,
Berchel, Tevin Farmer, Jojo Diaz, Jamal Herring. We got who else? We got in Leo Santa Cruz, Abner Marish.
I would love to see him fight against Leo.
Leo. Okay.
I mean, I would love to see him fight against all of them, to be honest. But just some fights that I really want to see. I want to see Shakur fight against Javante Davis. I want to see Shakur fight against Tiafimo, Lomachencko. I want to see him fight whoever the big names is. And just to think about Herring and Shakur fighting, I don't think that fight will ever happen because they both, well, they all like really, really close with Terrence Crawford.
Mm,
It's like a little family knit thing. So it's like, you know, I don't think that will ever happen. Jamel
okay.
Herring versus Shakur Stevenson.
All right. Unless it's like undisputed, then I mean, would it even?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. I mean, anybody
Okay.
will put friendship aside for the right cause.
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy. What are some other fights you're looking forward to seeing